Hi there, my friends. Welcome back. Thanks for coming to join me in the kitchen today. My name is Steph, and I'm a holistic health coach, and I've been a chef my entire life. So I'm bringing all the good, healthy, juicy tips, meeting the food, meeting your amazing lifestyle. Today, I want to talk about radiance. And I looked up the definition of radiance. I have my own definition, and I also looked up the definition of radiance. My definition of radiance is when you feel amazing, and you don't just look amazing on the outside, but you feel amazing on the inside. You feel kind of lighter, you feel leaner, not skinny. I'm just saying you feel lighter and leaner. You aren't so bloated. You feel like your muscles and your bones are all operating correctly, and you don't have too many aches and pains. Radiance means you have clear thinking. It means you don't have a bunch of brain fog. And it also means that you wake up and you start your day with just a little bit of a sense of calm. To me, that is all radiance, and that is what I want for you. Now, we can't have everything be perfect all the time, of course, but when you are taking care of yourself and you're eating well and you're doing some very simple self-care things, actions, when you're doing self-care actions every day, you start to feel better and you start to get into the sync and into the flow of feeling radiance from the inside out. Now, in a few minutes, I'm going to talk about radiance in your digestion. Super cool. And we're going to talk about that today. But mostly, I want you to feel good. I want you to fuel your body. I want you to nourish your body. And I want you to get really good sleep. So all of these things contribute to your radiance. So I looked up radiance on the Googles, and they said their definition was happiness, beauty, good health that you can see on someone's face. And I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what we want, is we want to have that feeling on the inside that shines on the outside so that we can enjoy our life and not go through life being all stressed out all the time. So if you're feeling stressed out and if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like there's just no way you can add anything else to your life, I want to help you today, because I want you to just add some really simple little things, and it might just be a simple tweak that will help you feel more radiance in your life. So in order for you to feel more radiance, you're gonna want to make sure you're fueling your body. Sit down when you're eating. That's a really simple tip that a lot of times we're eating on the run and we just go, and that makes it hard for your body to digest food. And when you're having a hard time digesting food, that means your food is not being utilized by your body for energy. If you're doing a million things at the same time as eating, you're going to tell your body that you don't have the time right now to digest that food. And so your body will kind of shut down and decide to give the rest of your body the energy to do whatever it is you are doing, whether that's driving or checking emails or, or having a difficult conversation with someone, or like maybe at a business lunch, which obviously you have to eat when you go to a business lunch. But if you're feeling really stressed and really anxious during this business lunch, it's going to be really hard for your body to digest the food that you're eating. So one of the big key tips for radiance eating is to sit down when you eat. And I know I've told you this a million times because I go on and on about how important it is to sit down when you eat, but it really does send the message to your body that I'm gonna give you some fuel, I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna give you some energy for the rest of the day. And of course, the food that you're eating is going to give you energy for the afternoon, and then that helps you not have sugar cravings, and then that helps you have more energy throughout the afternoon so you're not wanting more caffeine. And then you'll also just have a clearer mind in general, because when you feed your body radiance, then you have more energy, you have clearer thinking, and you can easily make it from one meal to the next without crashing and burning. So right now I'm peeling up some sweet potatoes here. I used to have a catering business for many, many years. I grew up in the restaurant business, and then I had a catering business after that. I cooked Radiance food. The last version of my catering business, I was cooking Radiance food for people. And this was pretty amazing because I would do all the cooking for you, and then I would drop it off at the house every morning so that you would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus a green juice to fuel your day. And it would give people a taste of what it's like to have that radiance energy, to feel like you're shining from the inside out, to eat lots of fiber, to have healthy protein and slow burning carbs, and so that your brain works, because we need carbohydrates for your brain. Let's talk about carbohydrates just for a minute. My friend Jill sent in a question on YouTube asking me, what is a slow burning carbohydrate? Great question. And I'm gonna do a whole other video all about carbohydrates, because I think we get really confused with carbohydrates and we think if we want to lose weight that we have to reduce our carbohydrate intake. Now, it depends on what kind of carbohydrates you're eating, and we'll talk about all this in the other video. But what I want to share with you today is that sweet potatoes have a low to medium glycemic index. And what that means is it's a lower number of index that raises your blood sugar. So the idea is that you want a lower glycemic index in your foods so it doesn't spike your blood sugar response when you eat it. Now, sweet potatoes, once you cook them, once they're roasted, it chemically changes the starches in the vegetable. And so it raises the glycemic index just a little bit when you roast them. However, when you eat the roasted sweet potatoes along with other vegetables that have good healthy fiber and also with protein, then you're gonna be just fine and it will stabilize your blood sugar. The idea is that you have slow burning carbohydrates, which means slow burning means they digest more slowly because they're a whole food, and they don't spike your blood sugar. So let's talk about what would be a high glycemic. So I wanted to mention also, I love basmati rice. Basmati rice is kind of my go-to. Whole grain basmati rice. It doesn't need to be brown basmati rice. In fact, brown basmati rice is much harder to digest than regular aged basmati rice. Basmati rice is one of the only rices in all the rice categories that has a low to medium glycemic index. So basmati rice is also considered a slow burning carb. So a fast burning carb would be highly refined white rice. So white rice is totally different than aged basmati rice. So white rice, high blood sugar, high glycemic. Basmati rice, low to medium glycemic. Now the key is to incorporate vegetables, green vegetables specifically, with every meal as much as you can. You want to have the right amount of fiber, as much fiber as you can handle and that you enjoy, and also high protein amounts. Not high protein, but you want to have a balanced plate. So you want to have your protein about 4 to 6 ounces of protein, I would say. And then you want a nice big pile of green vegetables along with your slow burning carbohydrates, and healthy fat. And when you have all of those things on your plate as a combined meal, you have good level, even blood sugar so that you have energy, you have a clear mind, and you are able to make it through the afternoon and make it to your next meal without cravings. That is the key. My Radiance Reset program is designed to give you 3 meals per day, and you can have a green juice or a smoothie if you like, or you can have 2 meals a day plus a smoothie. But the idea is to give you good, solid, consistent nutrition throughout your day so that you have lots of energy, and so you're healing your gut as you eat throughout the day. Now, how do you do that? You're going to have fiber, you're going to have protein, you're going to have slow burning carbohydrates so that you fuel your brain and so that you have energy, and then you have fewer cravings like I said before. Now, the other key is to sit down when you're eating, give your body the signal that you're going to be digesting your food, and that is the most important thing. Don't wait too long before you get super hungry in order to eat again. It's important to keep your blood sugar stable, and this is called radiance eating, so that you can feel good on the inside and that your mood is stable on the outside. And we keep it really, really simple. And inside my Radiance program, I explain to you exactly how to do this. And I give you all kinds of ideas about what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, so that you can build that beautiful radiance inside your body. And then when you feel good on the inside, you shine on the outside. And you'll have more energy to do all the things that you want to do in your day. So I'm cutting up all these sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna get them in the oven, and then I'm going to make a really yummy dressing and lots of greens. And then today we're gonna keep it really simple, and I'm gonna add a little bit of canned tuna and some capers, and we're gonna make it a really beautiful, delicious French style salad for your lunch today. And we're also gonna talk about digestion, as I promised. I have been cooking my entire life. I grew up in the restaurant business, and then I had a catering business after that. And so people would come and want to hang out with me in the kitchen all the time when I was cooking. And I would get so sidetracked, and I'd be doing all this multitasking. And then I just think it's so funny that now here, this is what I'm doing again. I'm cooking on video while I'm talking about healthy tips, and I'm talking about radiance. And I just want you to know that we can do one thing at a time. Even though I am kind of demonstrating and I'm talking and I'm cooking at the same time, I'm putting lots of love and energy into the food, and I love hanging out here with you guys on YouTube. But I want to show you that you can make a few things so that you have some food ready to go, and it will make it so much easier for you to throw together a healthy lunch or a nice easy dinner, so that you are giving yourself the radiance foods and giving yourself more energy. And this is a level of self-care that nobody else can do this for you. When you start cooking your own food and you start spending a little bit of time in the kitchen, and I'll show you how easy it is, it will change everything about how you think about food, how you think about your energy, and how you think about life and all of those amazing things you want to do. Because if we're feeling tired and groggy and bloated and all of those things, we have a hard time getting excited and we have a hard time just keeping up in general, right? So what I want to help you do is add more radiance food, add the radiance practices to your day-to-day, so that you have all the energy to do everything you want to do, and to give yourself some energy to dream a little and to come up with some new, bigger things that you might not even realize you are capable of doing right now. I wanted to talk about digestion. Imagine that this is your GI, and you have these beautiful little villi throughout your digestion. And these little beautiful villi are going to help you absorb the food into your body. And what happens is we have all of this stress and everything that comes from stress and bad food choices and everything that causes trouble here. And then we have these big, and we don't digest our food up here. So then we have these big hunks of food that come in, and instead of being digested, they get stuck. salad at home, and I've made for you several times the just super simple apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and lemon juice on where you just throw it together in your salad. But today I thought for fun, let's make an actual dressing, the juice of a lemon. And then I put a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm going to put a little spoon of Dijon mustard. So just kind of get a little bit of mustard going in there. Dijon mustard gives it that nice little tang, and it just tastes delicious. To me, it kind of gives it that little Frenchy flavor. And then I'm just using a little bit of granulated garlic today. Of course, you could use a fresh clove of garlic, but just for simplicity, I'm gonna give it the old granulated garlic. And I'm gonna do salt and pepper. We can go ahead and put that in now. And I'm just gonna do about a teaspoon of salt. I like it a little bit on the, I like the flavors of the salt and the lemon and the Dijon mustard. And then I also like it peppery. Now I make my dressings almost always in the blender just because, let's see how it tastes. Just because it makes it really nice and creamy, and it gives it that, it helps the oil incorporate into all of the other ingredients. Now, you can add a little tiny bit of honey in there if you want, or you could even add maple syrup, just about a teaspoon or so, to make it a little bit on the sweeter side, not quite so tart. But for today, I'm gonna just leave it because I really like that tart flavor that we've got going on there. I like it lemony, I like it a little bit salty, and then I love that olive oil, and vinaigrette is gonna be delicious. So today's salad is kind of like a little makeshift niçoise salad. So let's start to put all the pieces together. Sweet potatoes came out of the oven and they are perfect and delicious. And I cut them up kind of small so that they will cook a little bit more quickly. I just drizzled a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt on top, and they are delicious. Perfect. Okay, so I have a couple of little tricks to make your salad a little extra special. But remember, whatever is easiest is what you're gonna do so that you can get a good lunch into your day and live the Radiance way, right? One of the things that is also really special is when you have lots of different flavors and spices and foods in your meals that will help give the nutrients to your body. And when you have a diversity of nutrients, it helps fuel all different kinds of tissues, and it also makes eating healthy really exciting and interesting. I have a little fresh cilantro here. You could also use fresh parsley. You could use some fresh basil. Fresh cilantro just gives it such a nice, fresh taste, and it smells so yummy. And same thing with basil, it smells so good. Now, what I like to do, and I realize that you could either eat out of the same dish that you make your salad, but one little thing that I like to do that makes the salad extra special is to toss it with all of the ingredients with the dressing. So today I'm keeping it really simple. I have my arugula. You know, arugula is my favorite. I'm always going for the arugula. It's a little bit spicy. I just like the texture of the arugula. This salad would be delicious with some chopped romaine also. So I have fresh cilantro in there, some arugula, and then I'm going to add some pumpkin seeds. These are kind of my go-tos, and I just keep it really simple. Also sunflower seeds, these are my go-tos. I've told you these before, it's so good. Then let's go ahead and toss that. So I transferred my dressing into this jar, and I'll just give it a quick shake. You could keep it in a mason jar as long as your dressing is, got a good tight lid on the container. It will last for 7 days in your refrigerator. So I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons, I would say, of dressing in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mix some sweet potatoes in there. Carbohydrate with my lunchtime meal. So if you're having basmati rice, about 3/4 of a cup of cooked rice, or 3/4 a cup of these roasted sweet potatoes, or any kind of little baby potatoes that you might be buying. Those would be really good here too as a clean carbohydrate to add to your salad. Okay, so I probably put a little too much dressing in there, but it's gonna be really yummy. Okay, so The next thing I want to do is add my protein, and for today I'm keeping it really easy, and I'm just doing canned tuna. So I bought some canned tuna at the grocery store. I have my tuna right here ready to go, and I'm just going to put that on the side of my salad. And then I'm going to add a few little capers. I'm just going to put it right on the tuna, and I'm going to also, just for kicks, I'm going to add a little everything bagel seasoning on top of the tuna as well. And you can put on the whole entire salad if you want. I'm just going to add a little bit to the tuna, and I kind of overdid it with the dressing on my greens, but I really want to put a little dressing on the tuna as well, so that it will give it that really nice little niçoise flavor, that niçoise tang. And I'm just keeping it simple. This is it, guys. We have a beautiful arugula salad with sweet potatoes, and then we have the tuna and the French vinaigrette and some capers. This is an amazing meal. I would definitely say this is a Radiance meal. It will make you feel good from the inside out. And when you fuel your body and you sit down and enjoy a real meal, you're fueling your day. You're giving your body more energy. You're cleaning up that GI. Remember the drawing that I did for you? When you clean up that GI, all those beautiful little villi, you clean that by sitting down when you eat, because you reduce the amount of stress on your body. When you eat a high fiber and good protein meal, the fiber is like a gut cleanser, so it will scoop up any stuff that's kind of been stuck or that's weighing you down. Literally, it's weighing you down in your energy. It's making you tired, it's making you foggy, and it's making your skin congested even too. We'll talk about that another time, but I want you to realize that radiance begins with your lifestyle, with the foods that you're eating, and then I want you to really give yourself the opportunity to have fun and to enjoy your day, enjoy your family, and have enough energy left over to dream about places you want to go, maybe a job that you want to get, or moving to a new location, or whatever it might be. When you have more energy and you're fueling your body and you feel good, you're more creative, you're more excited about things, you find more ease even when things are complicated. When you're fueling your body, you will find more ease in how you manage all of those tasks. So if you would like to learn more about Radiance, please click the link below. I have a free class for you. You could come and hang out with me a little bit more. I'm going to give you more free tips about how to bring more radiance into your life. And then we'll get started. The Radiance program is amazing. I give you step-by-step how to get it going. And hey, I forgot to tell you the most important part, or the fun part, is you can start with just 4 days a week. I know you're busy, I know you have a full schedule, and I know you don't want to go on a diet. This isn't a diet. It's about changing how you eat. It's about shifting your lifestyle and really little micro steps so that you begin to feel better quickly. And in 4 days, you can feel really good. And then, just relax a little bit and don't worry. And then over time, you'll start to incorporate the habits daily. Little by little by little, you'll be increasing your digestion, you'll be fueling your body, you'll be having better, deeper sleep, you'll have more energy throughout the day, and then it just starts to build upon itself. And I also have bonuses in there for you for a 21-day, more advanced version of the Radiance Eating. But the whole idea is to bring more radiance into your life so that you can show up shining and bright and beautiful with a happy, smiley face, even though we're busy and we're trying to manage a lot of things. So you can fuel your life. That's what I want for you, is to feel amazing. And I'm so glad you came and hung out with me today. Thank you for being in my kitchen. My name is Steph. I'm at gowithsteph.com, and I would love to have you subscribe. Please give it a like. If you want to leave a comment, if you have any questions, please come and join me in our community here of Nourish Me TV, and I will see you next time. Okay, driving, checking emails.